Hello guys, and welcome to the second in this Road to London 2017 series. Well, yesterday I gave you the introduction. If you haven't watched that, please go back and do it, because I really don't want to do the intro again, because it took 13 minutes, and I don't want to add 13 minutes to this video, really. I'm going to start today by saying I've done 2 sessions since the last video was uploaded. I had my session that I talked about last night, my 6 times 1200 metres, and I also did some junk miles today, which is for those of you who aren't into athletics and are just watching because you know me, or just because you stumbled across this looking for FIFA videos. Then basically that's just miles where you don't run flat out, but you just run some miles every day just to keep your fitness up, and just basically to increase your overall sort of strength and running stamina. So for me, like, I was running 7:30 miles. I'm capable of running a lot quicker than that, but for now I just run that for 40 minutes every day that I'm not training properly, and that just keeps my stamina ticking over. But my appeal is, when we're out, when you see me, or this is especially for people in my local town of Stevenage, when you see me or any other runner, to be honest, not just me, I'm going to help the entire distance running community out, please don't shout abuse at us or sarcastic comments. Yes, we have all heard it before, run Forrest run, we get that all the time, thanks, I'm used to it by now, and especially with the way I run, I actually do run a bit like Forrest Gump. So yes, don't do that. Yeah, by all means shout encouragement if you know us, or even if you don't know us, it's always nice to hear, "Oh, well done, go on, keep going." But don't please shout sarcastic comments or, even worse, abusive stuff at us, because it really doesn't help, and it just makes us a bit miserable when we come back, and a bit angry and frustrated. So, while we've got the nastiness out of the way, and now you all love us you all love all your distance runners, and you'll cheer us all on. Right, yesterday's session, it wasn't my worst session I've ever done. My times weren't bad. I'm not going to go into my individual times, but they weren't bad. It wasn't my best session, but then it was a good building block. I said in my video yesterday, I've just come back from my winter break, pre-winter break, and I was good. Okay reps. Like, I was struggling by the end because it was a very hard session, but I don't really know how effective I was being, but it worked really well for building stamina. I don't know fully the extent of how good I was in comparison to what I'm like normally, because this is my first year with this coach, and it's the first time that I've had a sort of professional coach, and I've been able to go up and go that little bit further than you would be able to training in a group, so it was a good thing. My junk miles today were, well, they were fun, and they were effective, because I feel like I've gained from the whole experience of running them. I feel like my stamina's starting to come back after my winter break. I feel like I've run fairly even pace, and I feel like my splits weren't bad, so, you know, maybe that was a good thing. I've got my next session tomorrow, which is a 5 times 1k of 90 seconds rest. This will be the first time I've done that, because it's an upgrade on my sessions that I did during the summer, which was 3 times 1k with 5 minutes rest. So it's quite a step up. This is part of what my coach calls the game getting tougher. Yeah, clearly the game gets tougher. But, so I'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you some actual videos of me running soon enough, but I don't know when that'll be. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I've been Jack Dubman. This has been Road to London. Goodbye.